Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So in this video what I wanted to talk about was cloud certifications and pretty much where to start if you're looking to get into the industry. So pretty much what I'm going to cover is the three clouds. Now I know there's more than three, but I'm going to talk about AWS, Azure and GCP, which are essentially the top three, and they're a good one to go into. So I see the question get asked a lot. It's like, where do I start with cloud? And there's just a couple of questions you need to ask yourself. One, if you're not currently in the industry, you need to find out which is the bigger cloud within your country, or if you're in the States or wherever, right? Which is the big dominant cloud vendor. Now in my country, New Zealand, AWS and Azure are both pretty big, but Azure with Microsoft seems to be the bigger one, so generally you can't go wrong if you were to go down the Azure route, but AWS still has a good presence, so generally people are still pretty keen to see that certification as well. Now with GCP, it's still here in New Zealand, but nowhere near as big as the other two, so generally if I wasn't in the industry and I was trying to get myself out in there, I would have gone with AWS and Azure, but there's actually been a couple of projects that I've needed to get use GCP, so I actually have my professional cert in Google. But yeah, anyway, what I want to start with is pretty much talk about the AWS, Azure and GCP and the certs they offer and where I recommend going. So each one has a foundational level. And generally what these are for is for people who come fresh into the cloud. It doesn't matter if they're Azure, GCP or anything. If they're just genuinely fresh and they haven't really touched any of them, they're a good one to go for because they teach you cloud practices as well as the services within the vendor. If you've got Azure or GCP or whatever experience and you're looking to get a certification in another vendor, Foundation is probably a bit too easy and you should probably stick with the associate level ones. So what the foundational ones are like, again, they just teach you the basics of like cloud computing, and then the pure basics and like SLA level sort of questions in the foundational one, where the associate gets a bit more technical, which is probably what you're after if you're coming across from another cloud vendor. So as you can see here, AWS has a cloud practitioner, really good for anyone looking to get into the cloud practitioner. Great cert for you. So that's pretty much what you should be going for if you're trying to get into the cloud side of the industry. If you're just looking to get some good AWS certs and you've got some other certs, or you're just looking for your first one and you do a bit of AWS, the associate level ones are a great place to start. So if you do, as you can see here, if you're more on the developer side, then there's a certification for you, the system ops, admin, and then solutions architect. So between these two, you can probably find out kind of where your job role is and where you should kind of sit. But the solutions architect is a pretty good one to go for, as well as the sysop administrator, just for your general ops architect. They're both pretty good. And you can see here, then they branch off to the DevOps engineer or the solutions architect. AWS used to have this as a requirement. You had to have this before you could go get this, but you no longer need that. You can actually go straight for the professional ones, but personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I would go from here to here because there's a lot of assumed knowledge when you go into these ones that you understand everything that was taught in here. Just be aware when it comes to certifications that just because you know and you've worked in that cloud for so long, they're asking you specific questions, right? So you need to study up on what they're going to ask you, because just because you've been working in that cloud, they're going to ask you weird specific AWS related stuff that you need to know. So yeah, generally you have to study up on these before studying them, but the more cloud experience you have, the easier that training is. So and then they've got the specialty ones is here. So say you've gone and got your solutions architect or whatever, you can really jump down into just security focused stuff, or networking or machine learning and database and all that stuff. So specialty is quite a good one if there's one in your field that you want to go for. Now that's pretty much it for AWS, but keep in mind that, yeah, all these certifications, when you take them, you have to go to an exam. You can sit it from home, or you have to go into a testing center. So it's like a real test. It's not open book. You can't just sit here willy-nilly. You have someone, if you sit at home, you have someone watching you through your webcam to make sure that you're not reading notes or anything. So it's a proper exam. Yeah, and the questions in the professional get pretty brutal from what I've been told. I don't actually hold any AWS certifications, but I'm probably going to start getting some now that I'm working in it more. But yeah, it's a pretty full-on exam, so just be aware. Now let's jump over to Azure. Azure's exam page isn't as pretty, but we'll get through it. So again, you always have a foundational sort of fundamental certification, and in this case the fundamental one for Azure is, let me see if I can find it. You can probably already see it, but here, no, here. So the AZ900, this is the fundamental. This is like the equivalent of the cloud practitioner. You just learn about Azure services, the basic ones, and like the SLAs and stuff like that, just to help you get into the Azure space. So again, if Azure is the more dominant service in your country or in the industry you're working in, and you're looking to get into the cloud space, AZ900 is a good one to go for. But if you're already working in the cloud space and maybe jumping over to Azure, then you want to go for, where is it? At least the AZ104, which is about at this level here, the associate level. And then if you really want, then you can start getting into the higher level stuff. Where is this? Like the 300s, the 303 and the 304, which will give you, if you get both of these, you actually get an expert certification. So you take the Azure Solutions Architect sort of stuff. So both of these are different exams. And then once you take both of them, you get like pretty much the one certification. So yeah, AZ303 and 304 are good ones, and these are pretty much like at this level after you kind of get the 104. So the AZ900 if you're new to the cloud and Azure, and then AZ104 if you're looking to come into the Azure space, and then if you're working in the Azure space pretty much all the time, then this Azure Solutions Architect Expert is a good one to start going for. But I'll tell you now, when you hit AZ104, and once you've done that, you generally know where you're going to go in the certification space and kind of what you're doing. So you'll probably know by then what certifications you should be doing, like going for DevOps, Engineer, Expert, and stuff like that. Anyway, that's pretty much Azure. It's pretty simple after we explained it from the AWS side. And then we've got GCP. So GCP have the Associate Cloud Engineer, which is, again, that's almost at that foundational sort of level, but a little bit up. It's kind of in between the associate and the fundamental. So generally, new to GCP, new to the cloud, this one's probably a good one to go for. And then once you have kind of confirmed where you're doing GCP a lot or whatnot, then the Professional Cloud Architect is a good one to go for. Covers a lot of the space. Like I've got this one here. So this one covered like Kubernetes, security, just general best practices, automation, everything, like DevOps, pipelines. It was all in here. So it was a great one to go for. Same with this DevOps engineer, they're good ones to go for. But let's just put it into a nutshell now, because I'm kind of dragging on. So AWS, new to the cloud, new to the industry, cloud practitioner. If you've been in the industry but new to AWS, associate. And if you work in AWS a lot, go to professional, and then specialty. Azure, same, AZ900 if you're new, AZ104 if you're new to Azure, and then these ones here if you're working in Azure a lot. And then same for GCP. Starting into GCP, Associate Cloud Engineer, and then once you're moving into it, Professional Cloud Architect, or like the DevOps one, or if you're in database, there's a lot here, so it's just up to you which one after that point. But yeah, that's pretty much certifications. And again, certifications are a great way to make yourself a bit more appealing to recruiters and stuff like that, and when you go get interviews. But just be aware that even if you've got a certification, you have to have the background and the experience behind you to back it up, right? Because I see people out there all the time and they go get all these certifications, but I guarantee you if you put some of them in front of a project and ask them to build you something, they will struggle, right? Because there's a difference between book smart and actually knowing the services and actually how to do a lot of this stuff. So a lot of people can just cram certs and get them, but you really need that experience to back you up. So if you want some recommendations for how to get some hands-on experience, A Cloud Guru is a fantastic one. They will actually give you hands-on labs and stuff like that. So look that up. So I'll have a link in the description for that. It's a little pricey, but they do give you a free TS, well, like a free trial. But yeah, they're fantastic. They give you hands-on labs and everything. So yeah, that sort of stuff is fantastic. Or just take up the free trial stuff. You'll see I'm doing an Azure free trial sort of thing, so follow along on that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for certifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.